Hi everyone, meet Martin. Martin is a filmmaker. A filmmaker is in charge of putting together films, which are movies. A filmmaker chooses the right actors for their film. They also decide where each part of the film, called a scene, will take place, like inside of a castle or deep in a jungle. Did you know that there are many different types of films? Documentaries are films that tell a story about something that happened in real life. Right now, Martin is making a documentary about migrant farm workers in Arizona. A migrant worker is someone who moves to a different city, state, or country to find a job. Martin knows that there are over 127,000 migrant workers in Arizona. Some come from other places in the U.S., but most come from Mexico. Martin starts his documentary by interviewing a migrant worker from Mexico named Luis. Luis works on a citrus farm in Arizona. Citrus fruits include oranges, lemons, limes, and grapefruits. Martin's camera crew records a video of Luis picking lemons. Martin explains that most farms in Arizona grow citrus fruit, cotton, wheat, hay, lettuce, spinach, and melons. There are also many sheep and cattle ranches, too. Migrant workers are important for taking care of the animals. Luis tells Martin and the camera crew that some crops, like lemons and oranges, have to be picked by hand instead of machines. Luis says that he has seen entire families of migrant workers, even children, picking fruit to earn money. Martin's camera crew takes another video of a migrant worker in a field of orange trees. They are working fast so that the fruit will not spoil in the heat. Some of the workers pick the oranges while others pack them into boxes. Next, Martin interviews the owners of Luis's citrus farm, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. The Johnsons say that migrant workers are very important to their citrus farm. Without them, many fruits would not get picked on time. Even though migrant workers are important to farmers, many do not make much money. Luis explains to Martin and the camera crew that having little money makes it hard to pay for housing and other things that he needs. Luis also tells Martin that many migrant workers leave their families at home and send them money. Luis shows Martin a picture of his wife and two sons and daughter who live in Tijuana, Mexico. Lastly, Martin asks Luis where he will go once his work is finished on the citrus farm. Luis explains that he will migrate or move to another farm that needs workers. Since Arizona has many crops that are ready at different times of the year, migrant workers move around the state to find new jobs. Luis tells Martin that in the fall he will move to a melon farm. Martin has all of the interviews and videos he needs to make his documentary. He hopes that his new film will teach people how important migrant workers are to farms in Arizona. Now it's your turn to think like a filmmaker, and let's go on an adventure.